very last minute stream, given the fact that it's like 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the morning. Not the right time to be up late playing video games. But here we are. Because I'm a grown-up. I can do what I want. Just getting my Twitch up so I can see any similar late night insomniac chatters if you want to join. And yeah, I think that's everything I need. Just continuing where we left off in the last stream with some more sweet, sweet Shadowbringers MSQ. I did play a little bit earlier today, but I just did roulettes and some random leveling related stuff. So nothing too exciting. You didn't miss anything. Don't have to worry about that. And now we are back in Amh Araeng, venturing on possibly a doomed quest with the younger Minfilia. So this is an area I've been to before, but we're in the other half of it. So I've explored this half, but I never had access to this half before. Looks like we're going to get a new aetheryte quite soon, so that's quite promising. Oh yeah, I can see it up there. Also, given the fact that I'm super over-leveled on my paladin, I don't have to deal with these enemies randomly attacking me, which is nice. Okay, so it's going to be another kobold town. Oh man, hopefully we're going to get a cutscene where they speak in their hilarious kobold accents. I was talking about this on Vit's chat the other day. Sadly, this scene is not voice acted. We're on our way to Amh Araeng. Ah yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Amh Araeng. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Surely there must be some way. Think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even to friends of our best customer. I like how Kong is famed throughout the land for his many exploits. Wonderful, thank you for your help. Although when you go back and do like the beginner missions for some of the other quests, or like if you change classes, well then, best customer. Let's see what information your reputation buys us. I forget what quest it was. It was like one of the crafters or gatherers, probably. And I was like out in the field supplying some archers who were fighting against some monsters or something. And they were like, "This is no place for a culinarian." And I was like, I've killed a bunch of primals. You might know who I am. Just because I'm currently wielding a frying pan doesn't mean I'm not the Warrior of Light. A gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there's nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. Yes, of course. Of course they won't. I'm a very large man. Trademark. Right, there's going to be some more Mords to talk to. Are these buildings enterable? They are. Sometimes, yes, I was going to say, sometimes speakable people hide in buildings. Not many bound for Amh Araeng these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind a gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but also prevents it from being of much use. Until we unlock said gate. Okay, let's find another... Oh, there's another. Gone. I do like the Mord names. Ooh, and he's got some tamed ancient lizards. For an Amh Araeng, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Yulmorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Yeah. We're not on the best terms, me and the Yulmorans, so... We've got a gondola with rusted wires, a trolley behind a locked gate, and a Yulmoran airship. Though the army is definitely in Amh Araeng. There have been no sightings of Yulmorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alisay's plan has borne fruit. Let's hope so. Did you have any better luck finding us a route forward? Oh, I'll just turn in my hastily scratched notes as quest items. Taking information gathering into the fetch quest realm. Yeah, gate aside, the trolley does seem the most feasible. We just need to get through the gate. We've gotten through many gates. Oh, and now I don't need to feel bad about doing these quests on my paladin, because I'm actually able to gain experience again. You may have noticed that very important difference from the last stream. Ability to gain experience, thanks to having Dawn Trail very generously unlocked for me by 2 viewers. La Boomstick and Knee High Low. Also, don't really need to open these on my Dragoon anymore. I was dutifully opening these on my Dragoon because it was better eye-level gear. But since my Dragoon hit level 80, I was able to just buy eye-level 515 stuff from the shop at the Crystarium, so this stuff is just ore now. Oh, I might as well get comfortable here. Oh, they told us of a trolley that runs to Amh Araeng at least. But am I correct in thinking there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes, the gate. Before there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. Those are those big, like, robot helper guys. We've seen them in Kalusha, I believe. None operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. Sounds like a fetch quest to complete another fetch quest, a nested fetch quest. You could travel east to Mount Byron Mines. That's where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them! Ah! Putting 2 and 2 together. Thank you, you've been a great help. Glad Minfilia's here to lead us. We're off to Mount Byron then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Ooh. Which game is this? This is Final Fantasy XIV Online, Square's highly successful MMO. The first MMO I've ever played. And I'm not on the current expansion or the expansion before that expansion. Very slowly making my way through. Thanks for stopping by the chat. It is a Final Fantasy game, though, and I've played many a Final Fantasy game. Pretty much all the other ones, other than this and 11. Having not ever really been into MMOs before, or like online games in general. They were the easy skips for me. But a buddy of mine and I were both looking for like a good social game to play that we could just kind of like sit down and hang out, get on voice chat and chill while playing a game in the background, and this fit the bill. So now here I am. This is basically just a follow the NPC this way, and you'll eventually find where you're going. Oh, Ovum. Ovum Nanny. So that's where I've been getting, like, Ovum fleece from my retainers, but I never had access to the actual creature itself. So this is where they live. Now if I ever need it, for crafting or whatever, I know that I can just pop down here and get it myself. Easy fleece farming. Alright, Thancred really went pretty far this time. Ooh, that looks like the broken body of a Talos. I wonder if that was the one that was supposed to be opening the gate for us. Ooh, there's a bunch of broken Talos here. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Jun Zun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Jun Zun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful. Yes, let's look around. Something near the entrance caught Urianger's eye. Meet us there if you find it. I'll tell you the first thing I found. This. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? I want my precious... I bet I have to just jump down from this little platform. Can I? Oh yeah. So what am I looking at? The mine? Sweet. Alright, now let's actually investigate. Sightseeing log. I will eventually complete the sightseeing logs. It's not something I've been dutifully tracking down quite yet, but as a... I'm not going to call myself a completionist for this game because it's frankly unfeasible. But anything in the menus that has like a nice little list that you can check off, oh, that does it for me. So I'll try to find them all eventually. Okay, iron rail. Warm tea. One more thing to check over here, and then we'll go talk to Urianger. Don't tell me I have to go up to find this little sparkly location. Where are you at, sparkly location? I like the all-wooden cranes and stuff. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's right there on the trolley cart. Okay. Now, let's get in this mine. That doesn't look like my traditional fantasy idea of a gnome. Well, here's a Talos who's still together. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own, but let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Sorry, comrades. That's how they pronounce it in this game. Especially Urianger. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. Someone must have been here. Here's our boy. Ooh. I should not be playing this video game at 2 a.m. But I want to. I'm something of a Talos myself. Someone must know how to repair the Talos, otherwise why keep everything else in working order? Whoever's maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them. Thancred is so reliable. I love when he does stuff like this. Kong, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. Indeed! You noticed it all along! While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Indeed. Thancred has taken up the gunblade. I can appreciate it. I'll be taking up the gunblade quite soon. I've been, Paladin is my main, obviously. I hit the level cap with Paladin quite early. And then I started leveling up... Gunbreaker starts at 60. I started leveling up Warrior. And Dark Knight in lockstep. Like 5 levels at a time until they caught up with Gunbreaker, and then I'm going to be going between all 3 of these 5 levels at a time until they're maxed. I've been working on, like, Dragoon's the only DPS that I've really been playing. Other than Blue Mage, which doesn't really count. So, yeah, I love playing tank, so I'm going to be leveling up all 4 tanks and 1 DPS, and that way I'll be able to, like, rotate between whichever is the most appropriate tank for the task, or whatever I'm feeling at the time. Oh, hello. Hello, skulking person of interest. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. Oh, man! I don't want to fight this guy. He's just some guy. Might as well smoke him. There we go. You're still alive. Stop. Oh, he's gone. He disappeared. Well, hopefully Thancred had better luck. I can't wait till I can fly here. Where are you at, Thanky? There you are. Ooh, a fresh-faced man and a well-muscled man. They look like miners to me. They have the look of miners. Sometimes the comedic timing of this game hits. You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Oh, we are travelers. Thancred is probably my favorite character in this game. Other than me, of course. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Realize that we haven't gotten off on the best start. But if you know anything about how we might get it working again... Trolley? The trolley! The goddamn trolley, you should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We love that damn thing. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jerk and Thaf at your service. Technically, I'm a miner and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. These guys do love the trolley. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Is he the guy that I beat the shit out of earlier? Right, it looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Good, I want to go to Twine. Well, and now here we have the conundrum. There's no sense using this on any of the classes that I actually play. I mean, I guess since I'm leveling my other tanks, I can open it on a tank and they can use it before they get to level 80. That seems like some hoarder stuff. Is it a good glam? No, it's awful. But it will look good on my warrior. Temporarily. Very temporarily. You haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. Yeah, I beat the shit out of him. You think he'll be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look just in case. You go on ahead, Thaf. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. No, nothing's taken a bite out of level 90 Kong. Let's head to town so I can hit that aetheryte, baby. Teleport over here for hunts, for some mining. All my favorite stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about anyone getting the better of Thancred either. Oh, that's cool. You can walk right along the tracks. That's what they usually do. This area kind of reminds me of Thanalan. This is what he ran away from? One gibbering coyote? Didn't even eat my whole opener. Okay, what else do we have over here? Some of these, like, hand and face guys. Debitage. Debitage encore. Uh-oh. This is one of those "a fight begins" markers. More coyotes? Oh no, big birds. You get it, Boyds. We'll do this the single target way. It's gonna be pretty funny when I get to level 100 and I'm still in Shadowbringers, and I can use, like, my full level 100 combo on these kinds of monsters. Ooh, look at that! Nice! Aetheryte, here I come. Always love to see a nice new home base. Basically almost gotten 1 million experience just from doing these quests and finding new locations on the map. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Kind of has a Wild West vibe. A little bit deader than real Wild West. Okay, so Magnus isn't the other guy that I beat up. He's got to be like the town boss or whatever. First things first. We also have a gemstone trader over here. That's of some import. Oh, they won't even let me do it yet. That's pretty funny. I really just wanted to get the riding map so I could chocobo faster. Okay. Alright, let's talk to... Is he in this house? Magnus? There he is. Are you going to be voiced, Magnus? Not yet, anyway. He's drunk. Deep in his cups. One thing that's interesting as a brand new player, starting from scratch in ARR and slowly working my way through the story, like I haven't blitzed the story or anything like that. Seeing all these cat guys suddenly start popping up as NPCs when Shadowbringers, like when getting to Shadowbringers. They haven't really talked about them in the lore as being like a race specific to the first, and some of them have started showing up in the other world, the real world, the main world, like my Gunbreaker guild captain. But yeah, they're in all the story missions and stuff prior, these guys never appeared, and they just start popping up and no one says anything about it. Cat guys. Alright, free experience. Oh, and this is going to be free pants for my future level 76 tank. Rockin' quest music for going around town talking to people. Oh, here's Jerk. Let's talk to Jerk. He might have something interesting to say. Sweet. Time for the Warrior of Light to go hold a toolbox for a guy. This is the Twitch mount, by the way. Okay, jerk. What do I need to do? Oh no, do I actually have like a toolbox? Yeah. Hilarious. Come on, Final Fantasy XIV. Basically a quiz minigame. What do you use on a bolt? I love that design element of Amh Araeng with the big, like, flood crystals and then the buildings sideways sticking out of them as though they literally got overrun by the ground coming over them and froze there. Really cool. I hope we get to explore an element like that. Like maybe one of the dungeons over here has like sideways rooms and towers. That would be neat. Okay, continuing along the tracks. Ooh, an ether current. Don't mind if I do. Gonna need those before this quest is over. Being able to fly here, very important. I haven't been searching them out, so I'm probably missing a lot. Well, 4, basically. One of them usually comes from the last quest of the zone. So 4 of them will be littered around either in nature or as quests. That's not too bad. I thought I was missing more. I have to do this tool thing again. After making fun of the quiz game, it's going to be pretty embarrassing if I get one wrong. A bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. A bulky saw, a heavy hammer, or a rough file. Now give me exaggerated emotive praise for my correct choice. Yes, thank you! I needed that. I would only like to enjoy the view of the tracks if it's going in my sightseeing log. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. Yes, it seems like it. Little frontier town. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulemoor, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. Maybe that's a hint. Maybe I have to go to Yulemoor. Well, Yulemoor's not the best place for me right now. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. There's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Finally, some combat. Follow the tracks north and beat up on vultures. I can do that. It'd be annoying to fall off here, wouldn't it? Ooh, I see another nest. Let's get him. How did I know you would be here? You get to eat blades. Can't wait till I get the rest of my blade combo. That's it in this area, okay. There's the last one. And we're basically back at the mines. Hello, vultures. All right, buddy. Time to go report back in. Oh, poor Rathalos. It hurts me so much to see Rathalos not able to fly. Gotta get ether currents for sure. If only for Rathalos' sake. Alright, brother. I've done your dirty work. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Oh, yay! Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. Do I have to go get them? Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and mayhaps he would never have left in the first place if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amh Araeng is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. Didn't help in the end, the Sin Eaters got the boy, isn't that always the way? This expansion is so heavy, man. The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory they returned to Twine, started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. Wicked White, vultures, are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. Run, brother. I'll take care of these vultures. They're just pissed off that I, destroyed their 3 homes. Right, Rathalos, let's go. For a slow walk along the tracks. I guess I could be keeping these coffers, but... Could desynthesize the gear, too. Oh my goodness. Hideous. Okay, so now I know the lay of the land, the tracks and whatnot. We also have our Talos over here waiting for us to fix it up. We just need Magnus to come to his senses. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. It is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Let me guess, Urianger. Yeah, might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require. Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth the creature of living stone, the Debitage. I commented on those on the way in. Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Very well, I'll be happy to slay many Debitage. I can do that. Quite gladly, in fact. If there's one thing old Kong enjoys, it's slaying. Ooh, look at this. A blue quest, too. This is going to be for a ether current, for sure. Yep, so that's one of the 4 I'm missing. Search for the scavengers. Well, let's kill Debitage first. One out of 3. The old backhand swing looks so good. Wow, that was a weak Debitage. There's a couple more over there. Let's get them. Hey, thistle moles! They're a hunt mark. But I couldn't get them because I couldn't reach this zone. But now I can. You're mine, thistle moles. Eat my sepulcher combo. Okay, this will be my 3rd Debitage. And there's some thistle moles here. Well, that was the only thistle mole I needed. Ooh, the little sword twirl and everything. Quite the flourish. Quite the flourish, new paladin. Alright. Alright. Now let's go search for these scavengers before we head back home. Just getting that quest out of the way will be nice. Actually, how far do I have to go? Excuse me. I'm gonna do it anyway, because I can just teleport back to Twine when I finish with these guys. Look at that beautiful Dry Spire Gigantender. Now, who are these fellas? Evil Weapons. Oh, I've seen them before in the hunt marks. So this is where I will come to hunt them down for some sacks of nuts when the time comes. Ah, there you are, seasoned scavenger. You're a Mord. I'll find him. Worry not, my Mord friend. Is he in here? There he is. Hello, dogs. Goodbye, dogs. Okay. Made a hasty retreat somewhere else. Somewhere unexpected. Wait, is that the gondola? I see wires. Can't. Someone was worried about you. Gimme that. Ooh, look at this. Buddy has a continuing quest line. I'll come back and do this later, just because it's so late and I'm not gonna be a super completionist with quests in this area. But usually after you meet dudes like that, and then they get a quest, another quest afterwards, either it's towards something like unlocking beast tribes, although I don't think the third beast tribe for this expansion is here. I figured it would be in Kalusha. It could be for something else, like being able to play Triple Triad. That's another common reward for the end of like a regional quest chain. Is the person you're working for... Oh, I can just teleport back, can't I? I said that all along. You'll do like a long regional quest chain, or like all the different exclamation mark normal quests in a given zone, and then you can play cards against the people. Which, for most players, maybe is considered a hilariously not worth it reward. But Triple Triad, without really exaggerating too much, is one of the catalysts for me getting more into this, like playing this game on a routine basis. I would normally just kind of like go up to the next dungeon or the next trial, like the next online content, and then wait for Messy Up, and then we would do that, and then I'd go to the next thing. But then while I was waiting for him to catch up to me, I would be like, I'll go and get some Triple Triad cards and beat like all the Triple Triad people in the area. So I started doing that, and I was like, while I'm flying around, I might as well do like Beast Tribe quests and stuff. And eventually I just started, you know, doing hunts and getting deeper into the different systems that the game has to offer. So leveling up my crafters, and yeah, Triple Triad, thanks. For getting the hooks in, really. Alright, let's see if Araeng can get this thing working. They require a sufficient endowment. Is that going to be coming from you, Araeng? It can't come from Thancred, because he can't do that whole ether thing anymore. Now we're missing a core. Maybe we can find another core. Oh, it's going to be something to do with Magnus and his unhappiness. Oh. Magnus, are you sitting on a core somewhere? You won't do anything about it because of your boy? Oh no, it's not about Magnus this time. Oh, everyone here has a sad story to tell. Well, let's see if someone will tell us the sad story. Taffy. That's how I've decided I'm going to pronounce his name, Taffy. Tell me about the heart. Rice Crew, yes! Oh my goodness, is it ever late? I don't know if you can tell, but I've been yawning and yawning. It's 2:45 a.m.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know.
Ooh, finally we're getting voice.
There ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just...
Oh my goodness.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble, but it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body.
Every scene in this game is sad. There hasn't been a non-sad scene.
Where is he, if you...
Ah, yes, well...
Tell us. We'll go console Magnus for his loss. Oh, god damn it. Drinking in the graveyard.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. And don't let me catch you around here again.
Oh, Magnus, I'm not afraid of you. I'm glad you got a voice actor, though.
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna.
He is a cat. He's a member of the Hrothgar race, who are largely different types of big cats. So, tiger guys, lion guys.
Being here with them,
Jaguar
beats
guys.
going home. I thought to try and drown my sorrows.
But I like your idea, Rice Crew.
Some-
Bat guys would be pretty cool.
The bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Amh Araeng.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe. We can still bring her back.
Sweet, sweet Thancred backstory. He's awesome. I have a soft spot for Thancred because I started my character in Ul'dah, and Thancred is the Ul'dah handler at the beginning of the game, so he was the guy I got to hang with and do quests for. Okay, let's go collect Thancred. Getting some valuable experience. Ooh, weapon coffer. Oh yeah, that means I can't use it on my paladin, because that'll give me a paladin weapon. So I have to choose. If I want it to be an axe or a greatsword. What do you think, chat? Axe or greatsword? For 20 levels from now when I get my tanks. I think, well, I have good glams for both. Rice Crew chimes in first with axe. Alright, so we'll open an axe. See how that's gonna look. It's quite the axe. Ornate. Yeah, decent. Okay, back to Paladin for questing. Let's go, Thancred. Oh wait, there's another blue quest. Probably another ether current. Yeah. So I'm only missing 3 now. After this, I'll only be missing 2. 2 plus the final quest. Oh, Magnus is still sitting there crying. I'm not going to disturb him. Give it to the One-Eyed Miner. Sure thing. If I knew where to find said One-Eyed Miner. I'm just gonna, like, make a beeline straight for this little quest marker and assume that I stumble across him eventually. Uh-oh. Well, both my destinations are kind of in the same place, so that's convenient. I'll be able to knock off the side quest first, and then just immediately grab my main quest marker up there. Oh, come on, lizard. You can jump better than that. Yeah, you did it! Alright, give me that ether current. We going in here? Hello, a bunch of scared enemies. None of which have an appetite for fighting a level 90 paladin. Hey, there's another person in here. Probably watching this very cutscene. See, this guy's a little more cat-looking, Race Crew. He's also a little bit older and more grizzled. Got a good cat beard going. Dude wants due compensation for his trade secret. The other day I found a Verbert gold piece down the mines. A bloody Verbert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. Alright. Fetch quests on fetch quests on fetch quests. Oh, it's one of these timed walking around missions. First time I got a taste of these was in the Sylph Beast Tribe quests. We have to carry something through the Sylph lands. You're right, this isn't Lang. This is... what do they call it? Final Fantasy XIV. Not much for me to be streaming in Lang right now. I mean, I guess I could have, I already searched this shadow. Why is it still there? Dang. I could have streamed semifinals earlier, but Ozma had it well in hand. He's excellent at streaming Apex, I will say. I may or may not even bother streaming the finals tomorrow, because finals... well, tomorrow is Mrs. Kong's birthday, and I'm going on vacation, so we're going to be spending much of the day packing, and also, like, getting a nice dinner and stuff, and watching House of the Dragon. So... yeah, I don't know. It might cut into the old Langrisser streaming time. You would be on Genova, of course. You started out on Genova, but been on Dynamis Data Center for about a year now. How are you liking Dynamis? There's someone else that I play with who comes to these streams sometimes, also on Dynamis, I believe. Greatly enjoys the login queues. Hopefully they unlock data center travel. Again, it's been locked since early access for Dawn Trail. But I was traveling around a little bit before that. There needs to be better ways to party up with people on different data centers, though. How's the stream look and sound, by the way, my friends? Check old YouTube here. YouTube sometimes gets a little feisty with what game it thinks I'm playing. Oh, it doesn't even look like it has this tagged as Final Fantasy. Silly YouTube. Twitch is where it's at. Didn't really want to move, but you had to for mental health reasons, and yeah, I usually go to Genova for content anyway. Yeah. Most of your friends are still Ether, so have a link shall we talk in. Queues. Oh yeah, housing too! I never even thought of that, but that makes total sense. Queues and housing. How are the actual duty queues, though? Like, you don't have trouble queuing into missions and stuff? Login queues, to be honest, even on Ether, login queues haven't been too bad after, like, the first few days. First few days, during the day, login queues were totally normal. And then in the evenings, it was like an hour or a couple hours. But now, like, today, well, technically yesterday now, was Saturday, and, like, logging in on a Saturday evening, it was just the normal, like, 20, 30 people in queue ahead of me. Not too bad. Okay, let's follow this guy. Probably won't be playing too much longer, just because it's now 3 o'clock. And, when the yawning to speaking ratio crosses over the critical boundary, can't think that it's too entertaining for you all either. Sorry, when I'm riding this bird, every once in a while I love to just, like, pause and listen to that music. It's so good. Gotta find out who that vocalist is. And maybe get him as a guest on a Kong video. Ooh, that would be something, wouldn't it? Yeah, T-Cut, I was thinking, I mean, we got the new Xbox players, and then all the Dawn Trail players. So there's got to be a bunch of new Dawn Trail players, but also all the returners. Well, I guess the returners wouldn't be coming back to Dynamis, but they maybe would, like, change data centers for similar reasons. Population seems to be holding up really well in this game. Is my FC a Friends FC? You know most of the larger FCs. Well, yeah, this FC is definitely not large. Yeah, this is, I mean, I don't have any, like, hard and fast rules about only inviting friends, but it was initially started as, like, a group of my people that I know. Either in person or from various joints on the internet that I've accumulated over the years. But people who watch these streams and watch Langrisser videos and join Concord via Langrisser also count as people that I know through the internet. So if it just so happened that any of them were also Final Fantasy players and wanted to hop in and join, actually one of the other players in the FC is someone I know primarily from Langrisser. Alright, let's bomb this joint. There's just this other player following me around killing stuff. Okay, one more smoke bomb. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I can see the shinies. Let's go, worms. I actually do get to fight them, too. They're not worms at all. They're goblins. Well, maybe they're originally worms, and they just, like... because they surround themselves with various ores and metals. Minerals. Maybe they create little legs out of the stuff that they, Oh my goodness, I have to do this 7 times. This is pretty mindless, I gotta say. To acquire glittering rocks. Okay, so this is gonna be hopefully the leonine mineral that I can use to make a new heart with Talos. Oh, excuse me, my friends. I gotta say, I'm tempted to go to bed, like, during this mission. I was thinking, like, 3 batches of knockers. Sure. 7 batches, though? That's cutting into me bedtime. No, this won't take too long. But after this mission, I'm definitely toast. Did you character boost and going through MSQ regularly? No, I did not character boost. I'm going through both MSQ and leveling regularly. Generally, if I have to buy a game and pay for the expansions or have generous viewers donate expansions to me, and pay for a monthly sub, I'm not paying for microtransactions as well. That's just too many layers. Too many layers. I'm not going to call it greed or whatever, because that's just the model, like that's just the industry right now. Although I don't know of any other games where you have to pay for the actual game and the subscription fee and microtransactions. But, like I've said many times, this is my first MMO, so I don't know, maybe all MMOs are like that. Oh yeah, I'm level 90 alright. And I got to level 90 the hard way, the good old-fashioned way. Which was lots of Beast Tribe quests, lots of daily hunts, and lots of Wondrous Tales. Turning in Wondrous Tales every week. Good for half a level every week. Listen, knockers. I'm sick and tired of your knocking. Wondrous Tales is so OP. Actually, Dawn Trail coming out has been a real boon for me on the Wondrous Tales front. Because once I got my Paladin to level 90, it considered that I was, like, endgame. So even though I was still in early Shadowbringers and only had access to certain dungeons and certain duties, it gave me the hard versions of the Wondrous Tales where you need to do like a level 90 dungeon and you need to do like all these raids and trials that I don't have unlocked and don't have access to. So it's like, oh my goodness. For me to do my Wondrous Tales, I had to use like all my second chance things every week. But now that Dawn Trail came out and I'm not level capped anymore, it bumped me back to the easy versions of the Wondrous Tales, so I have to do like level 60 dungeons now. And the ARR trials, which are obviously very easy to do. Particularly unsynced at level 90. Well, to be fair, hunts aren't really, like, super important in their own right. Like, they were a little bit of extra experience. I was mainly doing it... Yeah, why was I doing hunts? Partly because the main reason I was doing hunts was because I was leveling beast tribes in those areas. So, like, for the Heavensward ones, I would go take, like, the hunt package, and then I would go to the... like Sea of Clouds, and while I was flying all around the map doing quests for the Zundu, I would also, like, kill the hunts that I saw up there.
But prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner. After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe. Along with simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start. But I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work. Not too highly, no. She once called me a wine-sodden wharf rat. But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not...
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. It's mostly broken pieces.
Show me a good one, old cat fella.
This is a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades since we found anything approach.
Ah, these scratches here.
Uh-oh.
Little hard to make out.
It's gonna be from Buddy's wife. She scratched it as she was trapped in there, dying.
To my beloved Magnus and Schoolie.
Yes! Do you see? It was like she found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the... Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No.
It's beautiful. Shadowbringers is so heavy, but really enjoying it. By far the best of the expansions I've played so far. I know some people have a very high opinion of Heavensward. Which... Ooh, pink? I wish I could, like, try on the dye like you can with gear. Oh, wait. This isn't sold in shops. These are sold restricted. This isn't. So I'll take the rarer wine red. I'm sure I'll throw it on a glam somewhere. Alright, I said I was going to be done after that quest, but I have a feeling the next quest is basically just going to take me back to town. And then I'll stop. I'll stop in town. Oh good, it's a sanctuary and everything. Hey, another blue quest. This is going to be another ether current, isn't it? I have to stop. I'm going to fall asleep right here on stream. I'll be, like, sleeping in my chair while the stream is on. People be buying, like, sound alerts to try to wake me up. Okay, I'll do that later. And I know this Magnus thing's gonna be a cutscene, so I'm gonna do that later as well. Yeah, I'd be crazy to continue right now. It's 3:20 a.m. I'll still get a good sleep because I get to sleep in thanks to vacation and weekend. So yeah, about that, the fact that I'm going on vacation, like I said, I'm gonna have access to my game. I am gonna have my PlayStation with me, but I'm not gonna be able to stream. So probably won't be streaming for the next couple of weeks. Certainly not streaming on Twitch. I may stream some Langrisser on Concord. So just if there's anything of interest, I'll usually throw that up like in the Discord server and just like watch it with whoever's there and whoever wants to watch stuff. But I will try to get a little bit more streaming of Final Fantasy in tomorrow, aka later today, aka Sunday. Just before, in between packing and stuff. So probably another stream similar to this one, where it'll just be like an hour of MSQ, or maybe I'll go and do like the Viper and Picto quests. Either way, it's going to be something fairly low stakes. Just kind of a chill hanging out with Thancred and the boys. But thank you for watching, everyone, and keeping me company as I was restless and insomniac tonight. I am finally, partially due to this really soothing Amh Araeng music, finally ready to go and close my little eyes and set my head down on a pillow beside a snoring Doberman face. And yeah, I'll catch you all, I want to say tomorrow, but like it's today, it's this morning. So I'll catch you all in one human good night's sleep worth of hours. See you then. Thanks for stopping by, everyone.